Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 14 of season 2. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. The first 13 episodes of season 2 have been uploaded, as well as the whole of season 1, and we're currently uploading season 6 of the Vampire Diaries. That's right, 1 to 6 so far. So if you enjoy this universe, please check those out. You will really enjoy it. And speaking about and enjoying this series, mate, last episode was crazy. Freya started by going to reunite with Finn. She was giving him a hug. She was saying, "Do you remember, mate?" And he was like, obviously reminiscing. They started having talks about, obviously, Dahlia and how she took Freya away. And then he was speaking about the firstborns. And she was like, "Well, it don't really matter, does it, mate? I'm the only firstborn. We're my cousins. None of us can have any kids anymore." And he was like, "The bastard, Klaus, he's had a daughter. I need to find her." And she helped him, mate. She was like, "Get me these things, I'll help you." She found him, done a locator spell. He knows where Hope is. The rest of this episode, Finn was trying to distract every single person so they didn't find him, obviously going to get Hope. So what he done is, he said to Marcel, he said, "Look, mate, if you can get me a drop of Hayley's blood, I will stop killing your vampires." And killed 2 of them in front of him. And Marcel was like, "Right, fine, I'll do that." Then he said to Cole, "Look, I know put a curse on you and I'm killing you and condemn you to that body, but I will reverse it if you get me some of Klaus's blood." So obviously he's got Marcel distracted, he's got Cole and Klaus distracted, and Rebecca's obviously with Klaus, so all 3 of them are distracted. So is Marcel. There's nobody there. He's just got a direct path to go and get Hope. So speaking about, obviously, Marcel, he zoomed over, he went to ask HAYLEY, he asked her, he didn't go and actually fight her. He was saying, "Look, mate, he's figured it out, he's put 2 and 2 together, he knows Hope's alive, he needs some of your blood. If I don't come back with something, mate, he's going to start killing my vampires, 1 on the hour, every hour." She went to ask Jackson. She was like, "Look, I need a bit of your blood, you know, something's going down, I'll explain later." While that was happening, lots of other packs, yeah, so loads of wool packs have come, and they're all bowing the knee, bending the knee to Jackson, because they all want in on this wedding. They all want to have the ability to control when they transition, and obviously they're willing to bend the knee to Jackson and become one big unit, one big alpha pack. So that's interesting as well. So that was going on. We had Cole and Klaus displaying some absolute amazing acting. Honestly, Cole's acting was fantastic. He was pretty much like, he was attacking Klaus. He actually meant it as well, like what he was doing. He was actually physically fighting him, and he was saying, "I'm the odd one out, while you, Rebecca, and Elijah were sat at the happy table. I was the one always being left out, you know. I'm the bad brother. I'm the one no one cares about. I'm the one you're happy to be left locked in a box for thousands of years, you know." He was going off on one, mate. Klaus grabbed him, threw him up against the wall. He was choking him. Cole was like, "Go on, just do it. Just kill me." Klaus said, "Mate, I'm not going to kill you. You're my brother. You're a Michelson. We're family. We're supposed to stand together, you know." And then they had, obviously, a deep conversation. Cole was like, "Look, mate, I know actually that Finn was chatting. I know he's hexed me. I know what a hex is. I know they're not undoable. He's just trying to distract me. Me getting your blood's not going to do anything." But obviously he come to do that anyway, because he's obviously angry with everything that's going on. And Klaus said, "Look, I'll tell you my secret, yeah, if you give me some trust." He said, "Look, Finn's going to be in the clock tower," and he went. Turns out he wasn't there. That was where they'd done the spell to find Hope. Then he put 2 and 2 together as well. Cole, he used the magic. He used he put his hands on it and like cleared like a bit of bark wood. And he was like, "Mate, this is a symbol for baby." He was like, "That's it, your baby. She's still alive." He's figured it out. Finn's figured it out. Boom, jumped to Finn. He's gone to the house. He's attacked Elijah. Stabbed him in the back with a pickaxe. Stabbed him in the front with a, I don't know, like a stick or wooden axe. Elijah's perished. He's gone in the house, tried to find the baby. She's not there. She's with Camille, luckily. Then, obviously, Elijah's come back in. He's fighting him. Finn's threw him through a wall, literally smashed the gas leak. While this is going on, Cole and Rebecca are doing some mad magic. They're channeling Klaus. They're trying to unlock the passage where Finn is channeling his mum and his dad. They successfully do it. Finn releases, obviously, the spell. He's pretty much weak. Klaus and Cole and Rebecca, they all reunite. You know, he's like, "Mate, this is what this is what Elijah's always said. Family are together. Family are strong. You know, family are better as a team." And that is true, because obviously later on they was like, "What about Elijah?" He's like, "Don't worry about Elijah, mate. Literally, Elijah will prevail." And he did, mate. He literally stood there. Gas leak was going on. Took his ring off. Put it in the sunlight. Kaboom! The house blew up. But what was most fascinating about that scene is, like, 2 seconds before it, the car cut off that Camille and the baby was in. As he was driving towards the house, and he was like, "What's going on?" And previously in the episode, the baby got a cut on her head. Elijah put a bandage on. Later on, she pulled it off, no cut. I think the baby sealed it. I think the baby turned off the car. As soon as that house blew up, the car turned back on. She turned around, only the baby was there. She drove towards the house, and that's where we finished. So, mental. What a mad recap that was. What a mad episode. My recap does not do it justice. It was unreal. And if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please smash the like and the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. Smart. She knows it. Don't leave the baby in the car, not even if you're there near that payphone.
Being so brave, the least I could do is watch my... Whoever's out there, if you try anything, I will gouge out your eyes.
Probably not necessary.
What the hell happened back there?
Discussion for the car. What do you think you're doing?
Oh, I just said they're on the road, so I'm gonna go to them and get my daughter. Blowing up a house just to keep your evil brother from finding her.
We will deal with Finn. We tried running, we tried hiding. Neither will work. Hayley, you're getting married today. An act which will seal the loyalty of all the wolves that answer to Finn. And a queen does not run.
She's not thinking logically, she's thinking rationally. But I can't blame her. Kids on the loose.
I went after Aiden, didn't I?
There you go. There's a little go juice. So you should be, going.
She doesn't know he's dying, does she?
So where were you yesterday?
Saving the day, the usual.
Oh, and you didn't think I could help?
And maybe I can make it up to you. Finishing a mystical dagger, would you say?
A lot of wolves that are gonna want revenge.
We make it clear the witches were behind this.
I come bearing gifts. I removed the heads of the wolf leaders who refused to relinquish Finn's moonlight rings. I can't have witch sympathizers in my army.
The wolves are not now, nor ever will be your army.
A brave, selfless leader, Jackson. Positive you'll remain so for the entire duration of your reign.
Am I crazy, or did he just do his version of a nice thing?
I want his long reign to be, I do, and the ring slides on, and then he's dead. That's how long I want his reign to be, honestly. Really excited. Like, he's mistaken. If he thinks that that's not Klaus's pack, it's Klaus and Hayley's, mate. It's nothing to do with you, Jackson. You're just collateral damage. Well, you will be. Oh, he did die.
Ready?
I don't know.
I've never had an accomplice quite as powerful as you.
Do you think she's going to heal him? Oh, he's got a necklace on.
They help, they begin penance.
I think it worked.
Well, how would you know? Oh, mate, he looks absolutely sick, does he not? Like, literally, I'm still struggling to think is Freya good or bad. Now, I was well excited for her to join the show, and I said I wanted a Bonnie version of a witch. We haven't got any good witches. We actually haven't. You could say Davina's a meh witch, as in, like, depending if she's mad at Klaus, she'd be on Klaus, she'd be against him. And if she really needs to help him, she'd be on his side. Do you know what I mean? I just need firmly someone T. Michelson. But I'm surprised that she's come in after the interaction that she had with Rebecca in that house, yeah, and she's boom, straight on Finn's side, and she's like helping him out loads.
Oh, are you sure you're all right?
I'm fine. Well, today we've got a reason to celebrate. Come to the wedding with me.
I feel well bad for him, actually. I think he's a decent actor.
Bex, I need a favor.
All right, bad news first. I will have to miss your nuptials. Besides, you have enough to deal with. On that note, now it's white, which won't fool anyone, but you can't get married in skinny jeans and combat boots. I happen to be the only woman alive who's commissioned wedding dresses in 5 different centuries.
And Marcel is still single. Told him yet that you're... you?
Thought I'd hold off on that for the moment. Now, you may be marrying Jackson Kenner, but you're still one of us, a Michelson.
Gosh, that would be such a nice compliment if it didn't link me to so many homicidal lunatics.
Me, I can't wait for Marcel to find out.
I mean, look, I know I owe you a massive apology.
Hayley and Jackson are getting married today.
That means wolves will be able to turn at will. Will be that much more deadly to vampires, to you.
We need a timeout.
You want to call things off because it'd look weird for the werewolf VP to be dating me. Just trying to keep you safe. You know what? I can't remember the last time I was safe.
Oh, I so do not belong in your world.
My world? Give me some credit.
I'm getting cold feet.
No.
If I might intrude, there's someone who wishes to say hello.
You brought them here?
No uninvited guests at your wedding, and after, your pack will be the first line of defense to this home. No more running, Queen.
He has total respect for it, doesn't he, no matter what happens.
Thought your daughter's return would please you.
And I'll be even more so, provided you do nothing to dissuade Hayley from going through with this wedding. Everybody knows you're in love with her.
Tell me you did nothing to bully this decision.
We're mobilizing an army.
Sacrificing your freedom in the name of some political alliance.
Hayley is putting family first.
Family is always first.
That actually is really interesting. It's interesting because Klaus was fighting for the wedding not to go ahead, yeah, and Hayley was the one that demanded it did. She was the one that persuaded him. Now, the way he's worded that conversation, kind of, yeah, the way he worded it, it was like he was the one forcing it, which was a bit strange because he was the one against it and Hayley was the one that went for it.
You need to keep your wits if you're to beat this.
It's like just on like a vice. I hated it the first time. The ironic thing is I actually preferred this go round.
I still can't believe that you're here. Mommy has to go and do this big thing.
Yes, mate. The true bride and groom.
Perfect. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you at least once.
Don't. Ever since the first day that I met you, I have felt everything. You were never able to say how you feel about me. You can't just be the guy who says how he feels. But Jackson is. I just want to be happy, Elijah.
Look at my guy, mate. He's crying. It's well hurting him. Oh, this is well emotional. If I don't get these two married whatevers finished together, I'll be well sad.
Sorry Oliver couldn't be here.
Although I'm sure he'd have a lot to say about me and this get-up in a vampire house. We're done chasing old grudges. We got real enemies to worry about. This ain't about vamps in general.
Look, I know you know about me and Josh. I'm not asking you for permission. Okay?
Good. He's good enough for you. End of discussion.
Fair play, Jax. Oh, he's not supposed to see her?
There's no rule about seeing each other before the ritual, is there?
Is everything okay?
Are you a little nervous?
She looks well pretty,
Good
doesn't
to
she?
see you.
I'm actually glad you're here. I got something for you. You were born under a planting moon, so it's your mineral totem.
I don't know what to say, Jack.
Rebecca's dress, Klaus's house. It's one thing. It's yours.
Right, is it me? Am I the only one, right? See, this is like proper ruthless, right? I do not dislike Jackson. I have no problem with him, yeah? But like, yeah, no matter how much I've seen of him so far, I'm still not fully behind him. Does that make sense? Like, every time... What he does, he's actually quite good. He wants to reunite his pack. He wants to help everybody. He wants to stop everyone from like transitioning when they can't do. I don't think, personally, that he's actually using HAYLEY. I actually do think he loves her, so that's a bonus. Yeah, like he seems to be a good friend. He respected Aiden there. He was like, look, mate, if you like Josh, you like Josh. Go for it. I'm not going to judge you. I think that he's an all-round decent guy from what I've seen so far. But I don't know. It's just one of them. Like, I watch him, but I'm still not physically like behind him. Like Freya, for example, right? I know that she's only been in like 2 scenes, and like when I was first introduced, I was like, "Oh, Freya, mate, come on! Like, I can't wait." You know, like with Jackson, I've never felt that. Even when he was getting engaged to HAYLEY, I still never felt it. Because she never said yeah, technically, or she never. I've never seen them kiss. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know she had that speech towards Elijah there, saying, "I think Jackson could be that guy." But I'll tell you what, if he is, fair play. I respect your decision. If you want to be with Jackson and he turns out to be a fantastic character in the show, let's go for it, mate. Love it. But again, I've not really seen Jackson do anything. Do you know what I mean? I've just seen him just be in the story, but he's physically not done it. I've not even seen him fight or anything. So I'm intrigued to see what happens. Like, because Klaus said 1-2 episodes ago to Elijah on the phone, mate, once this wedding gets sorted, we get this army, I have no problem with just taking Jackson out. You know what I mean? So it's interesting.
You mind?
Looks so good there. Oh, I love that, mate. Top of the stairs.
Gather together as a community seeking peace. Ourselves not as cursed, but as blessed. Unification of the 2 crescent bloodlines. We choose to embrace HAYLEY's vampire nature. Your vow.
I pledge to honor and defend you and yours.
To be your advocate, your champion.
Your sanctuary. And for as long as we both shall live, to be your family.
Gotta say, they do look good, though.
You 2 have endured all the traditional werewolf rituals. You may kiss your bride.
Oh, that is fucking sick. Oh, yeah, mate. Look how good that looks. Yeah, mate. That is so good. I feel sorry for Elijah.
I know that look. I've seen it all too often. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Jackson marries the mother of your child.
His reign will be short-lived.
What are you doing?
How does it feel when you see Hayley look at him? You want Jackson dead just as much as I do.
Oh God, mate, I'm well excited. Mate, right, that wedding was good. The scenery was great. I actually liked how they was at the top looking down on everybody. I think that they looked so good with the flowers around, and obviously Hayley looks great in the dress. He looked dapper as well, you know. And the only thing that would have made it better to me, right, is when what is it? Elijah looked over and he kind of looked away, and then Klaus looked at Elijah like that. I would have liked him to like hug him, but just to say it's all right, brother. You know, give him a tap on the back as it say there. You know, I'm here for you all the way, 100%, always and forever. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, no matter how much I really enjoyed that, and I'm really happy for them, it did work. Everybody's eyes glowed. It looked sick. Yeah, I want Elijah to be with Hayley. That is what I want. Now, obviously, killing Jackson today is fucking ruthless, and he doesn't warrant it. Like I was saying previously, he's not done anything that bad. I actually really do believe that he loves Hayley. So I'd be interested to see where it goes, because all these people, what happens, right, when an alpha gets killed? Does the person that killed that alpha become the next alpha? Does that make sense? And I find it interesting how they never embrace Klaus as their own. Yeah, okay, he's a hybrid, yeah, but he's still a wolf. And I don't understand, is he not the strongest one? It just intrigues me. And technically, all them are now, are they all hybrids? And they're all hybrids because of Niklaus. Do you know what I mean? So, again, it's another interesting one for me anyway. I'm really excited to see how this plays out now.
For you to be my chaperone the entire evening, brother.
You are welcome to indulge whomever and whatever you please. So long as Jackson brings even an inkling of joy into Hayley's life, you are not to go near him. If you kill Jackson, the wolves will descend into chaos, terrified that Jackson might be a better father to Hope. Niklaus, you yourself even mentioned, had you been raised by Ansel, you might have been a better man.
You have the audacity to analyze me. These days, who knows what you might do?
I will not watch you commit this evil.
He done a good counter there, didn't he, mate? He actually done a good counter. He used Ansel as his like main focus, saying, look mate, even you said to him, if you was raised by him, you might have grown up to be a better man. Now they've got the full pack in their life, and him, and maybe a better person in Jackson, which is deep to say to obviously a dad. You know, you're afraid, and let's say, like Elijah said, logically the best way is to keep him alive. You won't jeopardise this whole army that you've got now. They all should be loyal to Jackson, and Jackson should be loyal to Hayley, who's loyal to the baby. It means that he's way more safer, so it would jeopardise it, so I like that.
Hey, at least your boyfriend showed up.
Oh, come on. Aren't you a sight?
Oh, he looks well bad.
Your eyes cold.
Finn, he got a bit perturbed when he went to rescue Josh. And I thought I was going to be okay, but I'm running out of time.
I heard her crying.
Oh, she's probably just teething. She's been smiling and looking all around. I think she likes it here.
I want these two to get together as well, big time.
I know this all must be pretty overwhelming, but happy mom, happy dad, happy baby.
Look, I know that this won't be easy.
Don't care no more. He's dying inside, full on dying.
May I have your attention, please? I want to welcome you all. Last spring, Hayley and I had a daughter. She was lost. Now, she has returned home. And she will live here among you. Her pack, her family. Protect our daughter as one of your own. Jackson, I invite you and your bride to live here in peace.
Oh, he's changed his
Welcome to
strategy.
the family, mate.
I just well confused. He's well confused, mate.
We can't just pick another body at the farmer's market. We don't even have a spell for that.
Will you give me a minute alone with Davina? I believe I owe you with that.
Oh, that's well cute. I did not expect that.
Well, the wolves are unified, Hope is safe. Everything is exactly as you intended. In the interest of maintaining the peace, I have decided to join Marcel in Algiers.
I didn't know that Klaus would ask Jack and me to live here, but
Elijah.
I'm waiting for Dali now. I think she's coming next episode.
Cole, not gonna last the night.
Ah, she's giving me eyes, mate.
Know that girl?
Think I might?
That's what I'm feeling, Davina. Actually, I'm. Which is well weird. Last episode, man, he hooked me in.
I know that we're in a cemetery and I happen to be terminal. You got to admit the stars are lovely.
Under the same stars, some guy, and he's with this girl, and he thinks he's got all the time in the world, and he's right. And I hate him.
Always and forever is not just something you weasel out of, brother.
See, right, would it be an absolute stretch to wake the mum? That, because they've got access to that tomb now. I would wake her. I would literally... Do you know what I mean? I would wake her. I'd be like, what can we do, mate? You're powerful. You know your shit. Yeah, I know you're a vampire now, but someone, somewhere, has got a spell. I'm not having that somebody doesn't have one. She's mighty strong, obviously. I'm assuming she's not Freya Dahlia's strong, but maybe Freya, man. Like, if she knows that one of her brothers are actually going to die, she might come and help. But it's interesting. I would go all panic station, me. I would throw a Hail Mary and I would wake Esther up. I would, but because I actually think he's going to die, which is quite sad.
Everybody's headed home.
Wedding night. Awkward.
Just fucking rag his clothes off, Hayley. If you're going to be with him, just go for it.
Something else that I should have told you. For a long time, basically alone. And then one night a wolf appeared out of the woods and I knew that I was safe. He never made me feel ashamed about being a hybrid or questioned why I had to lie to you about hope.
Told you I love you.
Yeah, he does, man. I feel like he does.
And that's the first time anyone's ever said that to me. I want you to know that I didn't marry you for all those people. I married you for me.
Yes, well done, son. Read that room well.
All my life, all I ever wanted was you lot to care about me.
Listen to me. You're going to die, but you will die a witch. You will join the ancestors of the French Quarter.
True story, mate.
I will not leave this body until I find a way to bring you home.
I'm not scared.
I thought it was a decent death for me, to be honest. What a good scene that was. Mate, all I've wanted in my life is for you to love me. Somebody said, fucking hell, man. How deep was that? Literally, I felt... Do you know what, right? I've never really been, like, again, a big Team KOL fan, but the last few episodes, he said the right stuff, man. That's made me feel dead. Proper sympathy for him, and, like, proper sad for him, and kind of, like, wanting him to stay alive. Do you know what I mean? Finn, man, what an arsehole. He actually is. Like, he's the one that I've never changed so far, literally. But KOL is a hard character to understand, and I just feel really, I actually do feel really bad for him. I thought this guy, now I think when he first changed over, I was like, oh mate, I'm wounded, that other KOL. I liked that other KOL, but I've got to say, this guy's done a fantastic job with him, made him his own. Like this Rebecca, when I physically see her, I instantly think Rebecca. I don't think who's that and nothing. Like, I just think of it. They've done a good job in the casting. It's really well. Like, honestly, I thought that was a good death, and I liked how Rebecca said, look, mate, I'm going to stay in this body until I get you back, mate. I'm going to consecrate you with the witches, and you're going to be part of it. Your spirits are here. You can come back at like sometime, you know. I like it. It's not ruled him out completely forever, but I do think he'll be back if he is in a different body.
It took a while, but I healed you.
You said it would protect me.
It's a talisman used to focus my power.
Always defending me.
You're my brother, Finn. I love you. And we'll need to protect each other.
Niklaus used magic to cloak the baby from my mother. It's gonna take a bit of time, but...
Esther was nothing compared to Dahlia. It is the magic that will draw Dahlia, and she will take what's hers.
She looks really good. What an interesting... But again, right, I liked it, the way we finished that, yeah. It was good, it was interesting, but I feel like Freya's Team Finn and not Team Michelson. Does that make sense? Like, everything that she's doing is kind of for Finn. I feel like, does she want to give the baby up or want to protect him? I thought that she was going to maybe bring him back to life and say, look, mate, we need to protect Hope and we need to reunite. I know you've got some shit going on with these guys, right? But we are family. I don't want nobody to die. I don't want Dahlia to come. We need to be together, united as a full-on family, and we need to attack him at full force. That's what I thought that she was going to say. But no, she was like... She was kind of insinuating, mate, we need to find this baby because, you know, to kill her or something. I don't know. Like, I actually don't know what Freya's plans are. I thought that she was going to come in to try and reunite everybody, but so far it seems to be like Team Finn, which is, like, interesting. Like, I'm not going to slag her off because so far all I've seen is her being a dominant witch, which is exciting. Still trying to figure out if she's good or bad. That's one thing that is key for me to form my opinion. If she's a bad witch, then it will annoy me, and I'll have to see how it plays out, because sometimes you can be bad but you can still be interesting to watch. Like, I thought Genevieve was obviously, like, if you was going to categorise her, I thought she was a bad witch, but did I think she was decent? Yeah, I kind of like Genevieve. Do you know what I mean? So that you can get in those areas where you can have other ones like Monique, that was a bad witch, and then she was just a bitch. Do you know what I mean? And Bastiano, I just hated them. like where you can get other witches that like are bad, but you can tolerate them and they're quite enjoyable. So we'll see what categories you go. I'm still hoping that you fall into the Team Michelson, Team Klaus, Team Elijah, Rebecca. Let's go, but we'll see how it goes. Now I've got to say, HAYLEY looked absolutely beautiful this episode, and I really loved that shot at the end with the baby. And I like how she said to to Jackson, like, nope, I didn't marry her, yeah, because of all these people. I married her because from the first time I met you, yeah, I felt like you was loyal, and you was the first person to say that you loved me and you meant it, and that is, I loved it. And yeah, I married you for me, not for them. And then he had a good shot as well coming out, and I thought she looked great going down the island, going upstairs, and the visuals, I thought it was all good. So to me, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought the visuals was good, the information was good, and yeah, I really liked how the pack actually has become, I guess, united, hybrid styled. All the eyes went yellow. It was great stuff for me personally. Anyway, I loved it. And that is going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought the information that they was giving us was great, and I think the visuals was fantastic as well. I actually thought the wedding was really, really beautifully made. I don't know if it was Klaus that designed it. I don't know, with the plants and the lights, and obviously walking through them and up the stairs into the top. I thought that it was fantastic, and I do like how Klaus and Elijah was watching from across the side, and Klaus didn't really smile to her. She looked over and she gave a smile, and he didn't really smile. And Elijah looked over, and then he couldn't stand it when he was kissing. He looked away, and I like how Elijah went in as well. And he was gonna, I'm assuming that he was gonna say, "Look, I need to tell you something. I love you." But it's so obvious, and like he said, "Don't tell me, mate. Literally, this is not the basically it's like it's not the time and the place. I need to go through with this wedding. I knew since the first time we met, I've had a connection. I felt that way, the same with you. But you've never actually told me, and you understand it. You're an original. It's just the way everything is." And but the fact is, I'm with Jackson now. He's told me he loves me. I feel it. I like it. I trust him. And yeah, being with you would be great, but I actually don't know. And somebody beat you to it. Pretty much somebody beat you to it. No matter what we have between us, yeah, you took too long, and somebody else come and makes me feel just as good, and makes me feel just as loyal, and can also protect my baby. And actually, I like him as well. And he beat you to it. He's the first one to tell me that he loves me. And, I feel like I can have a great life with Jackson. So fair play. If that's what you're going to do, HAYLEY, that's what you got to do. Now, I thought that Klaus was actually going to take Jackson out this episode. I think I said it before he proposed it. I was like, mate, because he said something like, at the very start when he threw the bag, and he was like, mate, long may your reign, or something. And I was like, mate, I hope that they say, I do. Put the rings on, and boom, he gets killed. But, I was just saying that in terms of banter for the show to watch. But logically, it's not the right thing to do. If you want to protect Hope, you got to go all in. You got to accept him, like he did after having a conversation with Elijah. Elijah was like, mate, I'm not going to let you go after Jackson, no matter what. As long as this baby's alive and HAYLEY's alive and they're happy and you've got people behind them, you've got the Crescent, you've got the Wolves, I'm not going to let you do anything to jeopardise that. I do everything in the name of family, the way obviously Klaus brought family up. And he said, look, this is not strategically the right place to go. Do you think that people are going to stand by you, yeah, when you got the whole pack down there and you go and take out their alpha? It's just not going to happen. Logically, you've got to let them be together. And then Klaus, obviously later on in the episode, done a toast, introduced Hope to the whole pack, said, look, mate, you got to protect her. She's one of your own. She's a tribid. She didn't say that, but, like, she is. I can't wait for her, like, to display more powers, because, like I said, last episode, I think she self-healed, and I think she turned the car off and back on. And, yeah, I can't wait. But obviously, Jackson accepted it. He was like, nice one. And he was like, look, as a, welcome present, I invite you and HAYLEY to come and live in this mansion with us. You're one of the family now. And obviously, they're going to accept it, because you can't not accept Klaus. But Elijah is like, okay, I'm going to move away. He went over to HAYLEY, said, look, yeah, you can move in, but I'm going to move over to the other side of the city or something with Marcel. They're building a vampire, not army, but, they're building a vampire community, and I feel like I can help it, I can establish it, I can show them the right and wrongs. So he's going to go over there and do that, which I think is interesting. I like the connection that, well, not really a connection, but I do like how Rebecca walked past and give Marcel, like, the eyes, like, up and down, and he kind of looking at her thinking, I kind of know you, man. G was like, do you know that girl? He's like, yeah, I think I do. And I'm still torn between, do I want to see Marcel and G together, or do I want to see Marcel and Rebecca together? Absolutely torn to pieces, mate, with that. I don't know what I want, literally, because I really like G. I don't think we've seen enough of her so far, but a couple that I'm actually really happy for is Aiden and Josh. You know, publicly they've announced it. I don't know, they're just embracing it anyway, kissing each other in public, you know, showing that there's solidarity between the wolves and the vampires, and I'm excited to see where they go. Now, Cole, man, he's died, and I'm really sad for him, to be honest. I think that was a good death, personally. His family was there. He said what he wanted to say. He didn't go out on his own. He said, look, all my life I've wanted is you guys to accept me, to love me. And do you know what? He's not really had that, has he? He actually hasn't had that. But I do like how Rebecca said, look, Cole, I'm not going to leave this body because she's a witch until I can do a spell to bring you back, yeah? We're going to bury her. We're going to bury her with all the ancestors here, and spirits are all together. They never really die. And as we know, we've seen before, they can come back. And I'm going to do all I can to get you back. And obviously, when shit like that gets said by an original, I believe it. Now, I think that he will come back, but not as this Cole. I think it's going to be a different actor, which is disappointing because I think this one established the role really well and I actually liked him. And obviously he's with Davina, and if he comes back I don't think he'll be with Davina because he'll just be somebody else. But it's interesting that Finn actually did die, but he's brought back to life by Freya using a necklace. She said that it would harness powers and protect him, and I'm guessing because he had that on, she could do a spell, she could connect to it and she could bring him back to life. She said it took a lot of magic though, and she was saying also, Dahlia, you know that you think she's strong, but she's way stronger than Esther. Esther might be strong, Dahlia's stronger. She only took me when I was 5 and she could sense the magic. She's drawn to it. It's like a beacon. And now Hope's here. She's going to come after her. And literally, I'm expecting it to be next episode. And with not that we teased it, I just think now they've been married and unified and the pack's here, Dahlia's going to turn up. So I absolutely cannot wait. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.